Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Dee. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you back. So today will be a soul higher self message. All my readings are timeless on this channel. It could be past, present, future energy. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Whatever you feel drawn to watch this reading, it could mean that it's meant for you, okay? If you feel called to book a personal with me, all the information is in the description box below, okay? I just keep getting the energy of like something big is coming in after you cut something off, and I got that in the messages from the Ancestors reading as well. So if you feel called to watch that, check the playlist. I just uploaded it. It'll probably be linked at the end of this reading, but I just keep getting that like something, like a huge shift is about to happen, like shedding skin. I even was like, when I was meditating today, it was giving, if you watch Game of Thrones, like when Khaleesi's walked through the fire and she came out okay, like nothing happened to her, she wasn't burned, it was just like a rebirth type thing. That's the energy I'm picking up on. But let's see what tarot takes us today, okay? We have soul love, number 33. Okay, so far loving that. And variants on the bottom. I'm just like the messages from the ancestors, I'm only getting called to read the first one. I usually read both, but 33 could be significant, could be seeing a lot of threes. Also 39 could be significant as well. Your birthday could be in March, you could be Pisces. There's a Pisces Aries as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, divine love, unconditional love. You are pure. You are clear, pure love. Nothing from your past will block your dreams. Your future will be nothing like what has been before. You are at the center of the universe, looking outward through your experiences. When you look out in balance, you are seeing through love and will experience many variations of love. Make love your purpose. Find it wherever you can. If you begin to introduce anything to your world that does not feel like love, shift your awareness, your energy, or your eyes until you return to love. Become so devoted to your purpose of love that no one will sway you from it. Unconditional love is not about tolerating or diminishing yourself to make another feel good. These are conditional actions that will make you feel less than or resentful. If you are trying to believe something that is not your truth, it will feel awful because you are not in agreement with your soul. Your job is to feel balanced in every moment. If you can't, go easy on yourself, as it is just a sign that you are yet to love something about yourself. Okay? I'm just hearing, just really step into doing what you love. It feels like your higher self, your soul is just saying now is the time to really dive into that. If it's starting to read tarot for the loved ones around you or for yourself, or stepping more into spiritual practice, or just doing something that you know you're divinely guided to do. It doesn't even have to be something like tarot or spiritual work exactly, but it's something that is a part of your soul purpose to lift up the divine consciousness of the collective. So, and that can be anything. People make music, people make art, people cook food. If it's coming from a place of love and you know that's what you're meant to do, that's how you bring the collective consciousness in a higher frequency. Okay. The Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands in reverse. The Five of Wands in the reverse. The King of Cups. The Five of Swords. The Nine of Swords, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, the Ten of Cups, the Sun, and the Emperor, and the Two of Cups reverse. You have heavy fire in your chart, especially Leo or Aries. I did say something about Aries earlier. Just like the Oracle said, if there is no love in it, you need to let it go. If there's no balance in it, if you feel disconnected from it, let it go. There's fear. Fear is keeping you imbalanced. There's happiness, there's healing here after you get past this. The King of Pentacles. But stability has to come in first. Alright. In the main soul message, we have the Nine of Cups. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Seven of Swords. Five of Wands. The Five of Swords and the Three of Cups. So we have synchronicity happen here already. The Nine of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Star, Aquarius energy, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Swords, you could have all the happiness that you desire, okay? But with the Seven of Swords, it feels like you tell yourself that you can't. It feels like an energy of overanalyzing. You think that for whatever reason you cannot have union, whether it's within self or energies around you, like soul family, divine counterpart, take it how it resonates. Your higher self is saying that destiny is here. You fought so hard for it. And I got the same energy in the messages from the ancestors. They're trying to give you something. Your higher self, your ancestors, your spirit team. They are trying to hand you your destiny. They're trying to hand you this gift with the Six of Pentacles, and it's coming in. But there's still some fear here. There's a lie that you tell yourself with the Seven of Swords. There's something here they're trying to give to you. Sorry, I had to pause. And there's a mask or a fear or a lie that you tell yourself that you need to let go of. It could even be a union that you need to let go of because it's blocking you from this gift. Spirit, your ancestors are literally, your higher self is like, here, it's time for you to have this. It's time for you to fully be in love, what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime, who you're supposed to be surrounded by in this lifetime. But there's something about that Seven of Swords that you're holding yourself back. And more than likely it's this fear, because we have the Nine of Swords up right here, but we have it in the reverse in the overall energy. There's something mentally that you have to let go of. And as soon as you do, the Star comes in. Healing, alignment, love. We also saw the Sun. Yeah. You learned a lesson and you see it as clear as day what you need to do. It's really a repeating message, honestly. Yeah, you've been working hard for this Eight of Pentacles, and it's time to receive this. You deserve this. And how to get into alignment, we have the Nine of Wands reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. The Eight of Cups. Alright, sorry for the pausing. Nine of Wands. Thank you. The Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Wands, Death, Scorpio energy, the Eight of Wands, the Chariots, Cancer energy. You can have heavy water in your chart. King of Swords, Ten of Cups, King of Wands. I don't know if there's an energy around you that if you're fighting to get them to see you or apologize. I feel like you've been very patient while this energy has always been on the go, very in and out. And Spirit is saying it's time. I don't know if it's like trying to get a parent to apologize to you, a sibling, a friend. It's something here. It doesn't even have to be a person. It could be forgiving yourself for something, accepting less than, whatever it is. There's something that you have been finding very hard for, something that you have been very patient with. And Spirit is saying that now is the time to walk away. Whether you get the words affirmation you're looking for in this energy, the time is up. Spirit is saying it's time to move on. It's time to move forward because your happiness is on the other end of it, in the cups. It's time for a complete transformation, a complete rebirth. No more going in and out with this energy. You've been patient, but they have not. It feels like every time you tried to have this conversation, they ran away. Yeah, the High Priestess in reverse, Pisces energy, they have a disconnect. In the way that you are connected, there's a disconnection with this spirit. Yeah, or I said spirit. Ooh. The Devil in the reverse. They could have a spirit attached to them too, so that might be why. So be mindful of that. But it's time to set a new boundary. With the Seven of Wands, is like Spirit is saying no more, because it feels like you're being stopped at the door every time. You hit a wall every time. And the energy here is to move on without those words being said. Even if you need to write a letter, write it in your notes. If you feel like they'll never hear you, I'm getting the energy of like when I was younger and my stepfather, he left. And he took care of me from a baby till I was 10 years old. And I had a lot of resentment over it. I was a very angry child after that happened because of a lot of childhood trauma in my life. And I remember when I was about 17 years old, my mom tried to pull me to the side. She said, you've been so angry since you were a little girl, since he left. And I want you to write a letter to him and tell him exactly how you feel right now. And I did. And she mailed it to him. And he called me. He apologized after he got it. And my mom said that my energy changed after I wrote him that letter. So whether you send the letter or not, because given that type of energy, just know that in some way, shape, or form, it gives you a peace of mind. So I don't know what you need to say or what you need to do, but you can't keep trying to fight to get this energy to see you, hear you, or whatever. If you're just telling them to just see you in general, they won't. They weren't meant to see you in this light, because it was a temporary energy. It was for you to learn a lesson, the Tower. It was for it to all fall down so you could rebuild in a new energy, in a new light. And I got interrupted twice. This could be staying in an energy for too long, like a karmic cycle for too long, where Spirit feels like they have to step in, that they have to bring the Tower down. Because as soon as you were close to achieving or getting to your 10 of Cups, your 10 of Pentacles, your Sun, your happiness, it could have been this energy blocking it in some way, shape, or form. But it's going to be different for all of you. It could be person, place, thing, job, and energy within self. But it will be different for all of you. And soul activation, we have the Five of Wands reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Thank you. The Knight of Wands, the Lovers reverse. You can have heavy Gemini in your chart. The Four of Swords. The Full, Aries energy, and the 10 of Pentacles. The King of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the World, fixed sign energy, the Chariot, and the Moon, the 9 of Pentacles. You have to face your shadow. Really, really face your shadow. And when you do that, it's so hard, to really face the unhealthy habits and situations within ourselves, and then how to deal with them in the 3D with other energies around us, to set those healthy boundaries. You have been in such a conflict with yourself with balancing your energy, and like I said, accepting less than, because it feels like you always had a false start in things. right? And Spirit is saying it's time to heal. It's time to come at peace with that. It's time to really meditate on it. And you know exactly what you need to do. It's like facing the things that disappointed you and really closing the chapters on it, because you can't live in a state of illusion anymore with the moon. You can't live in that darkness anymore. You have so much happening for you that you have to acknowledge that you deserve it. When you look in the mirror, you say, I deserve the happiness. I deserve my happily ever after, whatever that looks like for you. I deserve that soul family. I deserve that divine counterpart. I deserve to do what I love every single day. Don't tell yourself that you can't have it, because like I said, the Seven of Swords is there. It's more like a mask. It's more like a lie to self. It's more like, I have to keep this energy in my life. I have to hear this from them because this will help me with da 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 da. Some people are just not going to give you what you need. Excuse me. Some people are not going to give you what you feel you deserve from them because they don't have the capacity to think and feel the way that you do. There's going to be so many people who come into your energy who are not in alignment, who are not in the frequency that you are on. They don't see the world the way you see the world. They will never understand you. And you have to be okay with that moving on. But you hold yourself back, and it feels like you make yourself less than or smaller or feel less than. When Spirit is saying you have all the love within you. And once you really realize that, you get into that star energy, you get into the gifts that your higher self, that your soul family, your spirit family, everything has in line for you. There's a healing of self-love here, self-worth here. Because it feels like the energy of you need those words of affirmation from other people, when in reality you just need them from yourself. You need to choose yourself. You need to love yourself. So the soul activation here is facing your shadow and pouring into you, because you accepted less than you deserved for so long. You kept thinking some things were going to be your happily ever after, and they weren't, because you were in a lower frequency. You were in a lower vibration. So you were dealing with the soul contracts that you had to at the time. But it's giving that Empress in reverse energy, that unaligned feminine energy, where codependent or overgiving and never getting that love back. Always thinking that, you know, those things on TikTok where it like, if I sit in his lap it'll fix me, you know, type of thing. Like, I know it's a meme, but it's like that type of energy. Like, if I find love, it'll fix me. If I do this, if I have the money, it'll help me. Instead of going within and facing that shadow. Why do you feel that way? Why do you think you need words of affirmation for someone else who doesn't see your light? Why do you think you don't deserve to do what you want to do? Why do you think you don't deserve to be your own boss? Why do you think you have to work for other people and not for yourself? It's giving that inward battle that you have for yourself. You need to face that ego. You need to face that shadow. Why do you think you deserve less than? The eye is sticking out to me on here. It's like opening your eyes really and facing that truth. Spirit is saying no more conflict within yourself, no more lies. It's time for you to choose you and love you and heal you and figure out what your next step is. And once you really get into alignment with that and you let go with whatever this is in this energy, whether it's energy within you or without of you, your ancestors, your spirit team is really going to give you what you were meant to be blessed with in this lifetime. Okay? That was a complete channel. And how to clear the block, we have the King of Cups reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Ooh, thank you. Ooh, 4 of Cups, 4 of Wands. 4s could be significant. 4s are also about stability. The 9 of Swords and the Page of Wands. The Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Emperor reverse, Aries energy. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys didn't hear that. The Ace of Cups reverse, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is right behind that. The Page of Pentacles. This is the energy of getting your emotions in check. This is seriously a reading about just loving yourself. There's something that you need to be honest with yourself that you don't acknowledge. With the Page of Wands in reverse, there's like, I'm still getting something with this energy, but there's still a block within you. I don't know if you're still dealing with this energy in the 3D, or if this is just something internal that you've always dealt with and you haven't really looked at. I remember, like, when I first started my spiritual journey, I knew all my traumas. I knew the things that were wrong with me, but I always told myself, I'm going to stay this way for the rest of my life. I'm always going to be cold. I'm never going to be open. I'm always going to be angry. I said that to myself for years. And then I met my twin and I had my awakening and I started to heal and I started to face my shadow and I started to look at things that I was so afraid to look at before, because I felt like if I looked at them that it would break me and I would never be able to stand up and fight again on my own, because I was living in survival mode for a long time. And that's this type of energy. You have to be honest and face yourself. When I started my healing journey, and I've said this on the channel before, I wrote down every trauma I could remember, said it out loud to myself and cried about it, because that's what helped me to really acknowledge it and really say, okay, this is what happened to me and I have to learn and grow from this. I have to let this go. I can't hang on to this anymore. It's not helping me evolve as a soul that I need to be in this lifetime. And all of that led me here, reading for you, you know? And like I keep getting interrupted in this reading, my little one's home right now. You could have got interrupted in your healing or distracted in your healing before and not fully invest in it, because that does happen too. But Spirit is saying it's time to face those disappointments, because the cup is trying to get handed to you and you're still looking at the empty cups with the 4 of Cups there. You have to let go of that limited belief with the Page of Wands in the reverse. You have to be honest with yourself of where people lied to you, where you had masculines come into your life and not pour into you the way that you deserved, because it's time to heal from that. It's time to heal from the past with the 6 of Cups. Okay? And it's also time to reject energies that remind you of the past, because that's also lessons, and you've learned those lessons already. So this reading is really about facing your shadow side. This is really about diving real deep into that moon energy and finding the surface, because you are truly in alignment once you do this. Like I said, I do feel the energy of your spirit guides, your ancestors handing you something beautiful once you really acknowledge this about yourself. Okay? How to connect more deeply. We have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Thank you. The King of Cups in the reverse. The 2 of Cups. It's literally a mirroring energy, honestly. The King of Swords. The 6 of Wands. The 8 of Swords, the Empress in the reverse, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the World, the Hermit in the reverse. You have to release something that keeps you in a mindset of, I will never have love, I will never be loved. Spirit is saying you have to be honest with yourself to have some type of victory here. You keep yourself trapped in a specific mindset that keeps you in a low vibrational energy with the Empress in the reverse. It could be a mother and a father wound, okay? But you have to learn how to love yourself and also nurture yourself through this. With the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, you need to forgive yourself for accepting less than. Forgive yourself for staying in chapters with certain people for a long time. Yeah, you can have the life that you always wanted. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. You have mastered the skills to get you whatever you want in this lifetime. But there's still some healing that you need to face. There's still something that you took less than you deserved. You ran with it. It feels like a very, very deep traumatic wound within you. Okay? Yeah, strength. But you got this. You have this. You don't realize how open your heart can be once you heal through this, okay? You just have to be very honest with yourself at this time. You have a very deep rooted wound here with like something that you went through before. It could be past life, and it could be karmic energy that followed you, and you're just living out that last cycle within it. But there's something here. I don't know if it's a relationship or just a deep-rooted soulmate, like father figure, mother figure, something that you hold on to, that you don't acknowledge, that you've swam in the shadow of this for so long. Your spirit is saying it's time to come up, it's time to cry about it, it's time to let it go, it's time to get it out, because once you do, you get put into alignment of a beautiful gift from your higher self, from your spirit team, from your ancestors, whatever resonates with you. But it's something that you keep yourself trapped in. It's something that you tell yourself that nothing can ever change from this. And spirit is saying it can. You just have to have a major release with this, okay? The Eight of Swords again. Yeah, you got to get out of your head about it. You got to let it go. Advice for the collective, spirit. Death, Scorpio energy, the Four of Pentacles. The Empress, Taurus energy, King of Wands, Ten of Swords. The Sun, Leo energy. The Five of Pentacles, the World, the Tower. Justice. So fixed sign energy, heavy on the Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. Libra energy, the Five of Cups, the Moon. Temperance. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you're slowly rebuilding after feeling this pain, but spirit is saying you have to feel it. You have to feel it. In order for change to happen, you have to dig deep in that nurturing energy to give to yourself. You have happiness and healing, but you have to face the pain, and you have to get out of ego with this. The Four of Pentacles, this is about release. Release of the past. Release of this pain, and a whole lot of healing to close this chapter. You can't fear change with the Tower in the reverse. There's balance trying to come in once this healing happens, but you have to face that shadow. You have to get into balanced energy. All the fives in reverse are about healing something. Yeah. Stability is on its way to you, but you have to face this. Whatever this is. And this feels very much like self-love. This feels very much like self-worth. And if someone in your past made you feel like you could never love yourself, if they neglected you in some way, that's what this energy feels like to me. It feels like whatever they told you, that was a lie. And you always lived in the energy of thinking that was the truth. It's that type of situation when it wasn't the truth. You are lovable. You can have the things that you desire. Their word was not truth. Okay? Soul advice for the collective. Thank you. Where am I called to use my voice right now? You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. So if there's someone that you completely trust with your truth, and if it is the person that you are having this issue with, whether you can speak to them in the 3D or not, speak your truth. Let it out, because there's a major release that needs to happen here, even if it's just speaking it to yourself in the mirror or writing it down. If there's someone you trust that you could go to open up about this, please do, because once you let it go, once you release it, once you cry it out, whatever you need to do, everything gets into alignment. You get into that star energy, you get into that sun, that empress energy. Once you release the pain and let it go and stop living in imbalanced ego and step into divine light. Advice for this energy, spirit advice. If you're not a fan of oracles, I understand. I'll see you in the next reading. I do get intuitive messages as I read the oracles, but like I said, if it's not for you, I'll see you in the next one. Advice, spirit advice. Okay, like 20 cards fell just out. Hold on. Could have heavy fire in your chart. That's when that happens. Something couldn't happen in Leo season. And happy birthday to all my Virgo sons out there. My sister sign. Advice for the collective spirit. Thank you. We have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. So that's number 94. We're stepping into September pretty soon. So September 4th could be significant. Something could happen when you were 13 years old. January 3rd could be significant. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinker vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Change your perspective. Shift your point of view and zoom out, out, out. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. We see the planets as our own to conquer, pillage the land, and setting ourselves up for our eventual extinction. We build fences and walls to create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. This moment is a breath in the timeline of your life. This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the unknown universe. And the unknown universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. Take a moment to see the bigger picture. I always read that sentence wrong. Your soul is a flash in the timeline of the known universe, and the known universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. I always read that sentence wrong. Take a moment to see the bigger picture, to find common ground, to find deep compassion in your heart, to gain a greater perspective of humanity in this fleeting moment in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the timeline of all that is, was, and ever will be. How are you being called to change your perspective? Yeah, because like I said, that Seven of Swords energy is pretty strong. There's something that you see within yourself, within the energies around you, or certain situations that happen in your life that you're not seeing through an honest and clear lens. You have to change your view. You have to get into that hangman energy and change your perspective on this, and it'll bring enlightenment. Because when the hangman changed his view, he saw things from a different perspective, and it brought him so much light, so much truth. Advice from the collective. What do you need to release? Communication is your key to success. Virgo energy. It's time to take action. Aries energy. Look at the bigger picture. Sag energy. Expect powerful change. I think we're going into eclipse season 2 at the time of this reading, right? We just got out of Mercury retrograde. A tough cycle. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Capricorn energy. A win-win outcome is forecasted. Libra energy. Advice for the collective. Thank you. Crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. Oh, it's crystal skull. So crystal skull is number 61. June 1st could be significant. The month of July. Something can happen when you were 7 years old, because I'm getting a little bit of like inner child with this energy as well. Okay. All aspects of your life are becoming clearer at this time. Expect to become aware of what you need to step away from to have a more focused path. You may have felt indecisive, but now you are downloaded direct guidance from the heart of source so that you can live and express yourself in a more authentic way. Know that Know that downloads are often appear as your own inner guidance, encouraging you to move forward. The key is to recognize the calmness they bring. This is a time of clarity and connection. Crystal Skull Wisdom is here to bring clarification to what you have been receiving within, in order for the next phase of your journey to unfold. You must follow the information you have received. You know what you need to do to heal and grow. If you've been asking for a sign that the healing work you have been doing has been successful, trust that this card is the message you have been waiting for. I love that, honestly. Even if you haven't stepped completely, fully into healing this, most tarot readings should be confirmation for things that you already know. You're just getting clarity on it, on how to step forward or continue doing what you've been doing. Advice. Thank you. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. I have judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. We have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. On the bottom we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world. I do so without judgment. I'm telling you. No more self-doubt. No more fear. You have to fight for your happiness. How do you see your happily ever after? How do you see yourself going through this healing journey right now? You have to fight for balance. You have to fight for peace. Okay? Advice for the collective. I want to call you Pisces. I don't know if you guys have heavy Pisces placements, but I want to call you Pisces. The sacred well. Replenishment, self-care, giving from a place of plenty. Okay, the sacred well is 126. Excuse me. The sacred well is a resting place, a recovery place, a healing place. It's somewhere for weary travelers to be replenished. A place where we can receive and resource in order to go back out into the world and give. As the adage says, we can only give to others what we've given to ourselves or have ourselves been given. How full is your inner well? Are you giving from a place of overspilling plenty, or are you overextending and giving from parched land? Self-care has come to be regarded as somewhat frivolous luxury practice. Oh, okay. I thought it was cutting off. Luxury practice. However, self-care is much more fundamental than that. It's about resourcing ourselves in a rhythmic way. This doesn't necessarily need to involve splurging or expensive spa breaks or vacation. It could simply be taking time out in nature within the sun or on your back. It could be spending an extra 5 minutes each morning to slowly drink your cup of tea, or running a bath with essential oils when the children are asleep. If we're relying on our reserves to sustain us, eventually our inner world will run dry. And when we reach this place, it takes an awful lot to return to a state of balance. Do you feel guilty for putting yourself first? Do you question whether you should give yourself what you really truly yearn for? How can you reprioritize your energetic well-being? The sacred well is calling us to come home to it and to frequent it in a rhythmic way. How are you being called to fill your own inner well? Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's a air of neglect with self-love and choosing self. There's a neglect of filling up your own cup and pouring into yourself. I don't ever remember pulling this deck out to read on this message, but I heard Spirit tell me that I need to read the prosperity message, whether it comes out reverse or not, so that's what I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh. Advice, Spirit, advice for this energy, Spirit. Advice for the collective. Have happy, happy, number 26. Okay. So happy, happy, joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. So I'm going to read the protection message too because it's in the reverse, and then I'm going to read the prosperity message. So I'm going to read the protective message first. Lighten up, because this is a time to be ridiculous and silly. See the world through the eyes of a clown, and don't take yourself or any situation right now too seriously. Have fun, be playful, and make laughter the order of the day. You'll be surprised by how everything just seems to fall into place when humor leads the way. Be happy and lighthearted is a wonderful icebreaker. Life is meant for play as well as work, for laughter as well as tears, for celebration as well as focus. Spirit wants to sparkle through you today. Smile and enjoy each breath and each moment. Miracles lies in the silly things today. Okay, the prosperity message. This is a time to take pride in your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, and are well compensated for it. The world rains gratitude upon you. You're happy with the results of your efforts and creativity. Isn't it amazing to consider all that you have done? Remember your partnership with Spirit in this moment too. Your soul has always known you can accomplish anything if it brought you joy. This is giving inner child to me. Doing the things that nurture your soul. Doing the things that you probably haven't done since you were a kid. There's something just here about really nurturing and caring for yourself. Getting out of the mindset of less than or over giving, over analyzing. It's just whatever has been holding you back for all this time. Advice for the collective, Spirit advice. Within the next few weeks. Meditation brings answers, and then we have no. So if you had a yes or no question on your mind, Spirit is saying no. Perfect timing. Within the next few months. Then we have take action. On the bottom we have abundance. Spirit is telling me to clarify that no. I feel like someone is confused. Spirit, why is no here? Why is no here? The Two of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. The Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups in the reverse. The Nine of Swords. It'll only leave you in a state of hurt and confusion. Sevens could be significant at this time, so that could be extra confirmation for you. Okay. The Divine has you. The Divine has already showed you the truth. If you're still like considering wanting something out of whatever this energy is, a conversation to happen, Spirit is saying no. You're protected through me. It's only going to cause you conflict and confusion. It's only going to cause you heartbreak. You've been waiting on whatever this is for too long now. You have settled with the Two of Swords there, like just taking it as it is, and you deserve better. So if there's something that you're expecting for whatever the energy is for you in this reading, Spirit is saying no. You need to let it go, because all it's done is hurt you. You're expecting some type of truth, and Spirit has shown you the truth, that them not speaking, them not saying is the truth. And you have to stand strong in that they are protecting you. Your spirit team is protecting you at this time. It's only going to cause you more conflict within yourself with the Five of Wands. If you try to convince this energy, there's no growth. Nine of Pentacles. So, like I said, this has been so hard for you to let go of, because there's something that you're still looking for in this. I don't know if it's a conversation. I don't know if it's just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like validation through whatever this is. Spirit is literally saying you're never going to get it out of this energy. whether it's a parent, a partner, a friend. I don't know what it is, but whatever, it's going to be different for all of you. But it feels so muddled because it could be anything, because it's a collective reading. Spirit is saying it's always going to leave you wondering until you let it go completely. Get all your feelings out about the situation. Spirit has shown you the truth. Them not responding, them not saying, them talking in circles, that's your confirmation. And it's time to detach and let go. Them not giving you that raise. Them saying that if you've been waiting like on an apartment or something, and you've been waiting to see if they're going to, I don't know, like after they check your credit and stuff. I don't even know. But like if you're waiting on a response, no response is a response. So now it's time to let go. Whatever anxiety you're feeling about it, whatever it is, whatever you're waiting for, it's not going to come in the way that you want. So you need to move on and focus on you. It's the biggest energy there. So it's a hard no from Spirit. It's just going to cause you pain dwelling on this and constantly looking back on the past. This energy is never going to give you the answers that you're looking for. So you just have to find closure in whatever this is. Affirmation of advice. Affirmation of advice. Thank you for all your messages today. Okay, so we have Peridot. My good fortune is a result of my positive thoughts and actions. Okay. I'm ready for new possibilities and experiences that the universe may bring. I have a bad habit of not looking at the camera. Alright, collective. I hope that this reading helped. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you for being here with me and making it to the end of this reading. If you feel called to book a personal with me, all the information is in the description box below. You guys stay safe. You guys stay blessed. And I will see you in the next reading.